welcome to Marina's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make easy four cheese pie. So simple, so easy. I'd like you to give it a go. What we're going to start with first, I've got 2 sheets of puff pastry and I've got 4 kinds of cheese and some chives. So now we're going to start with, I've already put 1 piece of puff pastry on some baking paper on a tray, right? Now this other one here goes on the top. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut into it and make a pattern. Just to score it a little bit like that. You can go across, you can go whatever way you want to, just to make it a nice little pattern on the top. There you go, and I can go across that way. You can do any pattern you want, just to give it a little bit of a cutting on that puff pastry. That's all you need. And we're going to use that for the top. Now, I'm going to, first of all, I've got 4 kinds of cheeses. I've got a Parmesan cheese, I've got ricotta cheese, and I'm also going to include a goat cheese, which it is really nice once you get to use the flavour of it. It's just got a different flavour, but it's quite nice. Try it. And also here I wanted to try this a spring onion cream cheese, which gives it that extra little bit of flavour to it. You can use any cheese you want to, as long as you've got about 4 kinds of cheese. And then I've got my ricotta cheese, and I've got my chives. I've got about ½ a cup of nice fresh chives, and we've got some, I'm going to sprinkle this on the bottom with some breadcrumbs. Then we've got a beaten egg, so I'm going to brush that on the top. So first of all, I've got my oven on 200 or 220. It's not too hot, just a nice pretty hot oven. Okay, so now what we do now is we're going to sprinkle some breadcrumbs. We're going to sprinkle some breadcrumbs, but don't put them right to the edge. Give it a little bit of about ½ an inch from the edge. Okay, so just sprinkle. There's a little bit, about ½ a cup of breadcrumbs. That absorbs all the moisture from the cheeses, and it makes the puff pastry more crispier that way, so that it doesn't get so wet on the bottom. So what you do is sprinkle that fine breadcrumb. Just leave the edges. Don't go right to the end. There's about ½ a cup there, but I don't think we need the whole ½ a cup. Just give it enough to absorb all those cheeses together and not to have the puff pastry go soggy on the bottom. That's what it needs. There you go. That is sufficient. Now, we start putting all our cheeses one by one. I'm going to start with my Parmesan cheese first and sprinkle that. The same thing, leave the edges free. And there's ½ a cup of Parmesan cheese. It will go, and it'll be nice. It gives it nice flavour, this Parmesan cheese. Just sprinkle it on like that, very easy. It's so quick and easy. You can have this with a nice salad. Then I'm going to put my goat cheese, and I'm just going to sprinkle a dot here and there with the goat cheese. That's all, just dot it around as much as possible. I haven't used the goat cheese very much, but lately I have, and it's just something different. It's got another flavour to it, which is quite nice, especially when you're making this sort of a cheese pie. You want the different flavours. So yeah, that's it. That's just nice. Just a few dots of that. Now I'll put my ricotta, and we just dot it up anywhere like that. Of course your ricotta is soft. Just dot it up anywhere like that. Just spread it around. There you go. That's just nice there. Now I'm going to put my, I wanted to try this spring onion cream cheese because I thought it had a little bit of extra flavour to it. As I said, you can use any cheese you want to, but give this a go. The Parmesan cheese, the goat cheese, the ricotta, and this, it's called spring onion cream cheese, and try it. It's got a bit of a nice flavour to it. So just dot that around. You see how you're filling it up? You're giving it a nice filling of all the different cheeses. And it's so easy. Once you've got all your cheeses inside, have some puff pastry inside, and if you want to have a nice cheese pie with a salad. It's really, really nice. Give it a go. Now, what we're going to do now, I'm going to sprinkle my chives. Some nice, fresh chopped chives on top of that. There's a good half a cup here. Give it sufficient chives to give it that flavour. And they'll all go. They'll all be nicely, okay? I'll put that extra another little bit on there. I may as well put the whole lot, it'll be nice. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put some pepper. We've got to have some nice black pepper on it. Really, that's lovely. Okay, now we're going to put our pastry. I'll just rinse my hand out. We're going to put our piece of puff pastry on top. That's all we're going to do. We'll take the paper away. And just put that on the top, like that. Now, we're going to put those edges together. Just scrunch them up like that. Put them all together nicely, the whole way through. And I'm going to brush the top now with my egg. Just crimp that all the way around on your edges. This is so nice. I come across it a while back and I've been making it ever since, and sometimes the kids have come over and I'll make a salad with this. Is very, very quick and nice. Now what you do is just brush this over with some nice egg, beaten egg. Just like that. And look, put it in the oven for about, I only put it in about 15 to 20 minutes. Just have a look at it. When it's nice and brown on the top, it's cooked, because it won't take long at all. Just give it a nice generous coating of that nice egg to it. When you want to cut those little pieces extra, you can make a couple of little holes like that if you want to. Sometimes that's it. Now, just put that in the oven and 15 to 20 minutes, just watch it until it's nice and brown on the top. So what I've done was, as I always do, I've got one to show you. So this is it. Lovely and brown, lovely and crunchy. I've cut it up in squares, and there is your nice piece of 4 cheese pie. That is so yummy, and with a salad, I hope you'll give it a try, because it is beautiful. All the flavours of those 4 cheeses come together. As I said, you can use any cheese you want to, but try those 4 cheeses that I've given you. And that is beautiful. The bottom of the pastry has been cooked. The top of the pastry has been cooked fine. The breadcrumbs has absorbed the moisture from your pastry and the cheeses. And there you go. It is so nice. Give it a go. Thank you for watching. Good day.